Tarnum and Abris. Actually, that was about, what, 2 rounds? So you guys would be... You would have about 6 seconds of a conversation. As it was about like 100 feet, so you'd get a dash round. But
6
anyway,
seconds of conversation.
I'm counting. Go for it. As you get closer, Tarnum, you see what looks like the flaming house. Like I said, it's mostly made out of wood. There is bits of stone, but it is completely engulfed in flames right now. You can feel the heat hitting you from about even 50 feet away from it. You see, it looks like an open hole in the roof. From looks like it could have been a massive form impacting it. The house is covered in these flames from head to toe, and the front doors are being burnt. You see the woman being held back, as mentioned before, and she turns around and sees you and says, "Please, one of you help me get past these guards. My son's trapped in his room on the 2nd floor." What's that to do?
Oh, man. Can you, as I'm speaking to Abris here, can you get that sleet storm up and going? See if we can try and calm some of these flames. I'm going to run straight for the front door and try and open the door, but do it in such a way that I'm not, like, standing in front of the door while I open it, because I know the flames are probably going to blow out. But I'm going to, like, pull the door and then go backwards, if that makes sense. So I'm out of the way of the front of the door. Assuming it has a handle.
It's actually, it does have a handle, but it pushes in. You'd have to kick the door in.
Fine, I'll kick the door in.
Okay. You do know it is pretty dangerous. You'd look as you get closer. You know you'd probably take some damage if you did this.
Oh yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm going into a burning building. I'm expecting to take some damage.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Okay. Oh Jesus, natural one.
You stub your toe on the door. You do take quite a bit of damage. Some of the wood that is on this front porch breaks underneath you, and your left foot is now stuck in the ground.
How much damage do I take?
I'm actually going to roll that right now. 12 points of fire damage.
Okay. So now I'm going to try and get my foot out of the ground. What am I doing for that?
It would just half your movement. It's basically like standing up.
Oh, okay. Well, I could do that. Then I'm going to try and bust the door open again.
Make another strength check.
Okay, there we go. 17.
All right. On your second attempt, you kind of rub your foot off, and you kick it again. And this time, it does bust open, completely falling off from the damages sustained from the fire. Smoke begins to pile out from the doorway. You go in.
Okay, so now I'm in here. I assume it's very hard to see. I'm going to try and just put my hand to my mouth and not try and inhale too much smoke. Okay. I think I might be able to use, like, part of my coat, maybe. Use that.
Okay.
Do I see anything in here?
Make a perception check.
I'm looking for him, the kid, him or her. Natural one. I don't believe this shit, man.
Oh, no.
It is black with smoke. You're actually going to make a constitution check.
Save and throw or check?
Just check.
The constitution would be 13.
13? Okay, so you're able to hold your breath and prevent yourself from coughing too much, but it's really thick smoke in here. You can't see anything. And the only way you know that the door is behind you is because you walked two steps into the door. You can't see anything, though.
I'm going to try and just go deeper in, I guess, and just try and walk straight forward, without making any turns, so I know where the door is.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and call out.
Okay. You call out no particular name. You're just calling out for see if anyone's there.
Yeah.
Um,
Is there
you
anyone there?
you continue forward. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. 27, natural 20.
27. Nice. You manage to prevent yourself from tripping over some of the rubble that you can't see. You catch yourself, um, and your arm reaches out and you actually grab a railing of a staircase. That's the only thing you can see right now.
Does it go up or down? Can I make that out?
It goes up from the incline you can feel on your hand.
All right, let's try and navigate around this rubble and head upstairs.
Okay. You begin to head upwards, and it looks like this. Some rubble has collapsed on the staircase. You're going to have to make an athletics check to get over it.
Okay. Can it be acrobatics?
Nope. You were going to be physically climbing over it.
Okay, 19.
19. You go onto the right side of the railing and actually use that to boost yourself overwards and land on the other side, not taking any fire damage from it. You use the railing to help you get up. You still can't see.
I'm still shouting out to see if I can hear anything.
Make another perception check as now you're on the second floor.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Nice. Coming around.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything, but you do see. Looks like almost like it's not boarded up, but looks like there is a door to your left that has some collapsed material in front of it.
Is it completely blocking the door?
Only the lower half.
So I could climb over top of the rubble and look inside?
It's a pole door. You would have to find some way to clear the debris.
Right, explain this to me again, because you just said it was half the door, then it's the whole door. Now I'm confused.
Yeah, I'll drop you.
What am I looking at here?
So I'm drawing what you can see at the moment.
Right.
There's a door here, and there's some rubble right in front of it. It's blocking the lower half, but it's enough to where if you pulled it, you wouldn't be able to open it.
And the door goes outwards, is what you're saying. The door goes into the rubble half, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Really regretting handing off my tools in that toolbox to Hanote right now. Well, I guess all I can do is try and clear some of this rubble and get this door open. Or I guess I can kick the door in. I guess I'm going to try and kick in the door in.
Okay. Make a strength check.
I message Charm, how's it going in there through this psychic connection?
Just a straight up strength check. 20. Yeah, I just cough back at him.
All right, 20. You do manage to kick the door in. You climb over the bits of the rubble.
I'm calling out again. Please be in here, damn it! 3 points, fire damage.
Before the kid was behind the door.
What you see as you come in looks like because it's on the edge of the house, looks like some of the fire is fading away from the sleet storm. But you can see on the interior, in the middle of the room, looks like there is a pile of rubble in this ruined room that fell from the hole in the ceiling. You can see it looks like a unconscious child on the floor with some of the rubble covering him. And
Does
it's on
this
fire.
look like a lot of rubble or a little bit?
A few pieces of like planks and logs.
Alright, can I try and clear these away?
Mm-hmm. Make another strength check. This will be easy, but you'll take some damage from it.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, 17 plus 2, 19.
19. You take 9 points of fire damage as you put your hands onto these flaming wooden planks and you lift them off the child. You can see his right arm is heavily burned, and part of his, I want to say, like his upper legs. But other than that, he's unconscious, but you feel for a heartbeat, and he seems okay.
Right. Well, I'm gonna pick him up. I
But you
assume
don't
it's a
know for how
child,
long.
right? I could hold him.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna try and pick him up.
Okay. Yeah, because of his form, he's easy to pick up.
I'm gonna try and temporarily, as best I can, put him over my shoulder, and I'm gonna try and get out of this room.
Okay, where would you like to go?
I'd like to go back through the door if I can.
Okay,
Doorway.
all right. You managed to get back out. Make a perception check to find your way out.
17.
17. You managed to trace your way back, taking another 2 points of fire damage. And you managed to get out the front door as you leap over the bits of broken rubble are now fading from the fire. The sleet storm taking effect mostly on most of the house, but there are still quite a few fires inside that will take some time to clear out.
Well, I'm gonna run as far away, like back to where the woman is and the guards. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna use my 5 lay on hands points that I have now, and pop that into the kid.
Okay. You hear some coughing, and you see some of the burn marks that are on his arm and legs begin to fade away, but looks like it might scar a little bit. The woman immediately rushes up and grabs her child. She says, "Thank you, thank you so much. You're a hero." You can see her begin to cry as she holds her child, who's now awake at the moment. You guys have all seen. You caught up in as he was in the room and came back out. You guys have arrived.
I'm just coughing at this point.
Yes, still coughing.
How many hit points are you down?
I'm still at 53.
Out of
79.
okay. Ballora will run up and cast Cure Wounds at level 2.
Nice.
14 hit points. No,
Beatrice
18 hit points.
Beatrice is itching to kill more dragons.
Do you still need to be topped off, Tarnum?
I'm down 8 points right now. That's not
okay. The woman comes back up to you, Tarnum, and she says, the airship. I heard shouts that they're taking escapees to get on the airship to get out of the city. You'll have to take it to get out.
She says that to me?
Mm-hmm. Well, you and the group, she sees that you guys are together.
Oh, we're not leaving, I don't think. You should go, though.
To where?
You asking where the airship is, or where they're heading to?
Where it's heading to?
She said, not sure, just somewhere outside the city.
Oh, I thought she named someplace I'd never heard of before. That's why I was...
Oh, no.
I was like, oh, is there another continent? Does her kid look okay?
Yes. Looks like, still coughing just like Tarnum. But because of the health that he's regained, looks like he's doing okay. Probably just need a rest. Maybe some more minor medical treatment, but nothing necessarily magical.
Ooh, well, I can roll a medicine check.
Sure.
10.
10. I think you have some olive hair on your back.
That's from Ballora, so...
She just slaps it on the arm.
Poor Ballora, she has a +8. I rolled a 2.
Alright, well, I guess we need to move on, huh?
Yes, there's much more to be done.
To the castle?
Yes.
She says, well, if you ever change your mind, it's on the docks are on the main road to the right. I'm gonna head there now.
Good luck. Stay safe.
Oh,
She nods.
we'll be coming
So
for an
was
airship.
this-
Don't worry.
Was this the main road?
This is one of the main roads. She was mentioning this one because it's parallel. So you guys are over here. So if she says to go right, so it'd be over here. Quite a bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask Averis to recast Pass Without a Trace since he used Sleet Storm, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm asking him to recast Pass Without a Trace.
Any more incidences that we can see between us and the castle?
From your perception check from earlier, doesn't look like there is, even with Beatrice's eyes.
All right.
Did we just kill the wyvern and move away from the guards and people?
I probably shouted "get to safety" as we ran by.
Yep, and they actually appear to be heading in the same direction she was too.
All right then.
Between my coughs, I'm complaining about how I just bought this lovely new coat. Now look at it.
Hold on. And
Hey
I'm gonna
man,
cast,
I offered to go in.
Prestidigitation.
I offered to go in.
Hold on, let me dry clean it for you. And I prestidigitate it.
That'll be $5.
Charging for cantrips.
That'd be an interesting service.
You know, mending at a repair shop would be pretty awesome.
That's
How
true.
good a maid could be with mage hand. Get things twice done twice as fast.
Invisible servant.
He's very handy.
They are very handy. Anyway, we keep going then. I'm just having her float.
It's because Beatrice is
fly.
crazy.
She loves killing dragons.
She's like, flying next to us, but then she goes up for a few feet and realizes she needs to wait for us and comes.
I think it's about 1,000 feet that way, Beatrice. That's what I heard. So.
Dimension new door 500 feet away.
Anoke says, not yet. The time will come.
Oh, I have to be as size as me.
You better put her back in the Pokeball.
Can I medicine check her if she's suffering from anything from morning fight dragons?
What?
Medicine check her to see if she's... Because she's so eager to fight dragons.
She has told you before that she did kill a dragon before.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to see if she has any scars or anything?
No, I just couldn't, if she was sick from morning fight dragons.
Oh.
Beatrice shows
So she has a mania.
shows you her face. She says, "Well, I know how I got these scars."
So Jack wrong, but it won't. But
Dargon's cause. Yes, Dargon the dragon, feared throughout the realms.
your wings of your boots fall off.
Clink.
Oh man.
Actually, you haven't used that yet.
Not really. Not today. I have 4. I think I have 4 hours worth or something like that.
Yeah.
So.
Just use them for saving your sister and
Yes.
in that one fight.
Where are you guys gonna go?
The castle.
Going to Purple Castle.
Purple Castle. Okay.
Into the Purple Castle.
That it is on the other side of the city. It'd probably take you a little while to get over there. You guys okay with that?
Yes.
Yeah. How long's a little while?
Actually, I'll kind of draw a little bit of the layout of the city so you guys can see it.
What I mean is, would it be worth it as we walk for me to cast 2 Phantom Steeds and try to hook up a horse?
Phantom Seed would definitely get you there.
I mean, it's like, is it going to take us 15, 20 minutes? Or we talking about several hours?
I'd probably be on foot. About
Like you do,
45 minutes.
Okay, yeah, that's worth it.
3 miles an hour. So.
So you guys are about right here.
Mhm.
So you have to go all the way on this side.
Oh man, why does your sister have to live so far away, Illyria? Why couldn't she be the White Queen instead of the Purple Queen?
That's just what you wanted it to be.
Did they have like any spare airships? Or are they like all out of airships for trying to?
Oh,
I guess-
don't encourage him.
You haven't been to the docks to see.
But we are headed that way, right?
It's you could probably detour on the way there, but probably add about another 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, we'll detour.
Did you send like Allie on the like?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can't see through his eyes. I mean, I could send Ollie and then have him report back with what he sees.
Up to you.
I'll send Ollie because he can move really quickly. He moves.
If it'll be something to help us.
60 feet a second, so 60 feet around. So I'll have him dash over at 120 feet and just have him do a quick circle around the docks. Note if there's any airships that haven't taken off. I'll describe what an airship is to him. I mean, well, he saw it in the air already, so
Okay.
I sent him off.
Go make a perception check for him.
All right.
Look for any roosting airships.
13.
13. Okay, so as he gets close, he sees it's actually pretty noticeable to find. Looks like a large floating structure. No roofs or walls. It's almost resembling like an ocean dock, except it's in the air. You can see from his point of view, there are groups of people heading up the staircase to this platform, and you can see it looks like 2 large airships. Even from this distance, look pretty big. And with that perception, that's about all you can see.
Okay. So he comes back and reports this to me. Okay. I could send a note with him to try to get the airship to come to the purple castle. Do you guys want me to write a note and have Ollie deliver it?
They're only using the airships for evacuating. Like, would they have space for sparing one? I don't know.
If we want to go on the airship or anything, is what I'm saying. Corian?
Well, no, we don't need an airship right now. We need to get to the castle.
Okay. We continue moving then.
I just want an airship.
Okay, that's true.
That's something that you want to be rewarded after this is all done.
Mount some ancient red dragon wings to the sides of the hall.
Maybe that can be our... How long does it take to build an airship?
Let's head to the prow.
I assume like airships are kind of rare. Like it'd take a long time for them to build one.
They are pretty rare. So, as you guys begin heading over to this castle, takes you a little while, but with the help of the steeds, you get there. That to be about 3 times. So you get there actually about like 8 to 10 minutes. Actually, add like it'd be about 2 more minutes because of some debris in the road. But other than that, you get there actually really quickly. See, the set looks like a large. The stonework on this is much darker. I wouldn't say black, but it's definitely dark gray. Large entrance that leads straight to the front doorway of the castle. What you can see from your point of view, everyone make a perception check.
$19.
Natural 1.
18 and 16.
Okay. Was
12
that
for
everyone?
Triss, 6 for Beatrice, 17 for Hanok,
All right.
22 for Ollie.
Nice. So once again, most of you except for a couple. From your point of view, we can see is these castle grounds on this side appear to be mostly empty. You do see around near some of the entrances, similar to on the opposite side, there were actually a lot of people exiting the city. Looks like people on this side have a much better chance of getting out. There are still wyverns flying around, but not as much as on the other side of the city. You do not see Illyria's sister in the crowd.
What's her name?
Her name is Queen Taznalia. I'll spell that out too.
Now, how far away are we? Like, can we see the ancient red dragon from this distance? How far away is it? Like, is that a couple miles away at this point?
From this point, from the buildings, you'd have to be up in the air to see it. If any aerial creatures.
Swirly deal is in the center of the city?
No, it's above the other side of the it's above the other castle.
What's above the other castle?
Yeah.
And Illyria's never been here before?
Illyria, she's been here once.
Once, okay. Alright.
And her sister is queen.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't like to visit her sister very often, then.
We're not on bad terms. We don't talk too much.
Well, do you want to get us in the castle here, or should we storm in with our charm?
Are you guys looking for my sister? We can go in right now.
Well, she's the queen. That's why we came to this castle. To speak to someone in charge. So yes, we're looking for your sister.
She's like snappy.
Come on, time's wasting.
You guys
it's past my bedtime. I'm
rush
getting
in.
cranky.
What is Corian's bedtime?
I don't know. I feel like we're usually camped by 8 p.m. at night, it seems, so...
He sleeps when justice has
Corian is
been
definitely an early riser.
He does wake up before you guys, so... So she pushes through the front gate. Like I said, most of the guards here are not occupying this space, but as you go inward, the front doors are partially open, and as you open them, you can see looks quite hectic in here. You can see there are guards in here. Also not guards. There are also looks like some people in robes, probably work on some council or something here. And then there is a single throne opposite side, where you see a woman with looks like ruby hair and a violet dress. She looks pretty young, and you can see the area around her is themed in dark purples and almost like a starry sky, I should say. You can see there is a single orb in front of her that she's staring into, and also talking with people around her. You can't hear all the details because they're a little ways away, but and the chatter in here is pretty loud.
Starry sky, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like we found the headquarters of the Lunar League.
Not quite.
Does this like a command center?
This appears to be the throne room.
I mean, like just like it's turned into like a command center with like people running in and out.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's like they're under attack and they need.
Can we see anything in the orb?
Make a perception check.
Since you mentioned it's a command center, I wonder if that's showing the aerial battle. 17. No. What is my perception? 18.
Like 6. Yes. From here, you can actually see it looks like a castle grounds. And you can see looks like troops um, shooting arrows and bolts at something out of view.
Does it look like the other castle?
From the stonework that you can tell, it does appear to be. This appears to be some sort of visual view that she's able to utilize of the battlefield.
We've seen Illyria's crystal ball, so I figured it was something similar.
It shares similarities.
The shape does appear to be similar, yeah.
I guess they are family.
She gets distracted and sees you and says, "Approach." And then she sees Lyria and immediately stands up. Thank God you come. She comes over and hugs her sister. "Who have you brought with you?" And Illyria says, "These are my friends. They've come to assist us in this battle." And she just introduces each of you. And she says, "Are you all willing to help us with this?"
Well,
Yeah.
You're still coughing.
We're hunting Sylanor, so anything that gets us close.
Sylanor, I haven't heard that name before.
Dragon. I need that dragon.
Oh yeah, you need the dragon.
Do we have any any anti-ancient red dragon spray?
You got any cough
Not on
medicine?
hand. I don't have any of that either.
Have you heard of the Sunstone?
Yes.
Where is it?
Make a persuasion check with advantage. You get the feeling this is kind of secret information. But because of the situation, you seem to be convincing her a little bit.
Oh yeah. My persuasion. Let's see, that's a +1, so that's a 10.
10.
We know the dragon wants it.
She says, I'll have time to talk about it later, but at the moment we need to try to figure out a plan to get this dragon dealt with. We have most of our troops there.
We believe the Sunstone might be part of dealing with this dragon.
They won't be able to reach that.
Yeah, it's an ancient red dragon with one of the most powerful magic users I've seen in a while on top of it.
If you saw the battlefield, it appears to be involved or distracted by something else at the moment.
What do you mean?
The large looming circle above the city or above the castle.
Wait,
something's happening there that's distracting them.
Wait,
they didn't cause it?
They didn't cause that?
Not the dragon.
But Sylanor did.
But you're saying that they're distracted by they're here for the stone. Like that's your thing. I throw up my hands like I don't understand here.
That stone is beneath the other castle. I won't specify where at the moment, but if they were going for that, they would have invaded the castle by now.
Who's to say that they haven't? There's other people as part of this group.
Are you sure the disc isn't part of cracking the castle open to get to the stone?
I'm sure that's the plan in the end, but something's happening right now that they're, at least the man that's riding the dragon is distracted by, or is leading, I should say.
Well, yeah, he has an orb to the far realm. This is probably a portal to the far realm.
I mean, if you want your entire castle to be in this one to be destroyed by beholders from a far off dimension, as he causes them to come in while he takes your magic stone from underneath the ground, which you are so sure is so secure. I mean,
so
make an intimidation check,
with advantage.
No, you're small.
I'm not intimidating. 11.
11. She says, look, I'm not saying an ancient red dragon couldn't penetrate the
with a magical
barriers that we have.
With a magical sorcerer on top. I love a magical sorcerer.
I mean, we get it. You can't do anything from here. So what's your current plan, then?
Well, at the moment, we have our floor troops. Most of them are on the battlefield. Our archers and bowmen, or crossbowmen, I should say, are on the city walls and the castle walls, shooting at the dragon. Our air fleet is also in the air. A couple of them have been knocked down, but we're doing decently well.
There's not that many left in the air.
We do have a couple troops helping civilians out in the city, but our main goal is to take care of the dragon first.
How can we help?
What do you guys specialize in?
Killing things.
Big things.
I'll take
small
it.
things.
We have in
Think it was like a special commando squad.
like an A-Force team or something. I don't know. An A team. I don't know. She says,
You know, that
well, it's better than nothing.
one brigade you send in to troubleshoot difficult situations.
The one that wins the battle.
When you lose in a war,
I started
we're the
doing little
people you
circles in
send
the air.
Nice. She says, well,
Be the one ray of hope.
having people on the fray of the battle could help, but it depends if you guys could go in through the floor, or I do have, I don't know if I have enough. I have a couple members of crew, but there was one airship on the docks. If you guys want the elevation.
What do you want, Corian? This really is your call.
I can
You can
cast
attack
fly.
from above or on the ground.
I can cast fly on a couple people, but it only lasts for 10 minutes.
Where's the dragon now?
Looking, or actually,
Is it still in the
both
air?
looking through. Yes, both looking through the orb that she has, and actually peering outside the front door. You can see it is actually not too far off the ground, but it is still at this point. At the moment it's at right now, it's probably about 70 feet off the ground.
I still feel our best bet is to take an airship and slam it into this dragon.
I mean, we could do that.
If we can drop it to
can
the
do
ground.
Well, we need someone to control the airship.
How many people does
I
it take
have-
to run an airship?
One of that size, quite a few, but I believe there are a few crew members at the docks at the moment.
I have experience with ocean ships. I'm sure it can't be that much different.
Yeah, I think Corian also has land ship or land vehicles too, but I mean it's not air, but it's
Right.
similar. But she says that I could write you a quick letter to have them manage the ship for you while you guys do the damage.
I do have a scroll of Earthbind.
That would help. I guess if I mean it'd be. It's just a few minutes by horse to get there. How? Just send the airship, I guess, without us, and we'll go in from the ground.
Okay. She says I'll let them know immediately.
You don't have any ways of resisting fire damage, do you?
If I had that, I would have given it to my troops.
I just, I mean, it's hard to crash an airship, I think, and survive. So I don't want everybody on the airship were we to crash it. So I think it might just be better to have it join the fray, and you can try and bind it, I guess.
That's a possibility.
We're gonna have Sylanor to deal with. Keep that in mind.
Should we have like spellcasters on the ship, or should we like stay grounded?
I don't know. I don't know how to fight a dragon of this size in the air.
She
Guess I
says, I'll let them know when I send my message that if you need to get on the ship, to signal them or
Do
signal them down.
do you guys think it would be best to fight from the airship then and just getting close?
No, because this thing could theoretically snap this ship in half fairly easily, and then we're gonna
It's
go to the ground.
it's gonna do the same thing with us on the ground though.
Well, we would have cover, buildings and the like.
I can cast fly on us. It'll be my concentration spell, but I can do it.
On how many?
I wouldn't want to use my 6th level spell slot, so I could do up to 3.
I could like maybe dimension door your sister out if you need to, or she can stay here.
Because if I could get on the back of the dragon with Sylanor.
You're gonna jump from the airship onto him.
Yes, I would.
Well, that's the best way of dealing with it.
I'm also right now going to give Beatrice and you, Eleanor, Averis, a School of Absorb Elements, which I have pre-prepared from our last dragon fight that we never used. So you can use a reaction to gain resistance until the end of your next turn on a type of damage as a reaction.
Nice. That's good.
I also do have a scroll of Featherfall, so if you stay near me, I can save your butt.
Yeah, because obviously, Tarnum, you've got your bow. Most of you are casters, but I don't do as much unless I'm up close.
Yeah, we have to get up close.
I can use a lower level spell slot if we don't need it. So Beatrice can fly. I can fly. Tarnum can shoot. Draw standing doesn't need to be anywhere near this. Trying to think of who else. Triss can shoot. Beatrice casts. Beatrice fly, and Potion Lady. She has long range attacks, so I can just cast fly on you.
That'll work. All right, we'll take the airship.
We don't have any potions of flying, do we?
Nope.
Okay, I didn't think we did.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Are you keeping your sister with us?
Yeah, I'll keep her for now.
Okay, what's Illyria's idea?
The potion of flying.
Does
For
she
next
have
time
one?
she brews one. No, I was gonna say the next
Oh.
time she is able to brew
Oh,
something.
she has idea. I see. You know, Illyria, I'm getting low on my speed potions here, and I'm probably gonna have to chug at least one of those. Come up here real quick.
Wink, 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 nudge, nudge.
We got a lot of money for those later.
All right, to the
I believe
airship
it.
then.
All right.
My
So-
poor airship is gonna
This will be
burn.
my concentration spell.
Corin, if you want to jump on the back of this dragon, I can look after the ship side of it if you want.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
I have Revivify as well.
Okay. I believe you have the diamonds fit.
Yeah. Thanks.
Cool.
What are you saying?
No, I was just.
Talking about jumping on the dragon, you're like, does she have Revivify, Larry?
No,
To revive a Korean pancake.
no, I was gonna say. I was gonna say if I forgot Fit had it because, like, I remember you guys keep the diamonds in a bag of holding, so I was gonna say just transfer it over. But
She also has Raise the Dead.
Wait, I do
yeah,
have
that's right.
the dust, but I need like an actual one.
yes, I think. Or you have.
We
a
have
certain
some
amount.
diamonds.
I have gems in my inventory. I don't know if it's just like random
Gems are different. Gems are different. I have in my bag. Because I would keep track of.
Yeah, I have like 800 gold and gems.
I hand you one 500 gold earring. Boom, revivify. Have fun with it.
Diamond
Maybe some
earring.
gems.
Yeah, because there were diamond earrings.
Yeah.
We used one of them. We ground it up into dust, and we have one other earring left. So there you go. If we need it.
Okay. You handed that to Ballora.
Yeah,
Oh, just 300. It's
but
not.
we don't have 300. I mean, we don't have time to cut off 200 diamond of Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go through our inventory
And I
right
hand you,
now.
and Fit, I hand you a 700 gold diamond in case you need it for something.
Do you want me to give you all my gems?
No, just
Alright.
hold on to this in case you need to use it for a spell to bring somebody back up.
All right, guys.
All right, let's do this.
Phantom Seed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna spend 10 minutes, cast one, hook it to a card, and let's roll.
Is there a cart available here that hasn't been destroyed?
Actually, this half of the city has not been impacted as much. Make an investigation check, Tarnum.
To find a cart?
Can I as well?
Well, that's 7.
Natural 1. I'm busy casting a spell.
Don't see any. It's pretty dark out now. It's nighttime. Sun is fully set. The screaming that you hear has died down a little bit, but it is still present. You still hear wyverns above, not necessarily on this side of the city, but a little further off.
Oh, I do have an idea if we want to taunt the dragon.
You're gonna try to taunt a dragon.
As we're walking or moving quickly, what is the idea?
Well, I still have that Oni mask. I was thinking of wearing that for the fight, and I could like use shatter on it and just like shout at it, like dragon.
How many immovable rods do we have?
I think just one, because I didn't get the other one. It went into the sea.
Yes.
Can I intimidate with the raspberry?
When did it go
I
into the
think so.
sea?
You can try though. It went to the lake when
We freed her because it had a spell on it.
Oh, okay.
That was going to trigger. Yeah.
I will take that with me.
All right, I hand him the immovable rod.
Well, that's handy. All right. So you guys begin to make your way to the docks.
Are you gonna have that rod and rope handy? Is the rope gonna be tied to it?
You could tie a rope around yourself if you want to.
Sure. Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Of course, if you get hit with a fire blast, it might have bad times, but
I can do that. Yeah, I'll tie a rope to it. Wasn't necessarily what I was thinking, but that'd be helpful.
Like if the airship goes down, we need to have something to like
we're
climb
not going to
down.
be on there.
You guys cannot climb ropes. Remember the last time you tried doing that?
I do good at climbing ropes.
I think it was Ballora,
And I had to catch her.
Tarnum.
Ballora, I had to
Abris.
catch her. Ballora, I had to drag her out of the lake.
I couldn't climb the rope.
But anyway, do you guys make your way there?
Yeah.
Gonna make new stealth checks, everyone. With pass without trace.
Is there like a magical rope that like makes it so you don't fail on it?
Stealth.
Nothing else.
Unnatural 20 for Hanok. Oh, that's right. He doesn't get doubles for that. 25 for Owly.
There's no pass without trace this time?
It's always there.
Okay.
Triss got like a
32 then for Tarnum.
26 for Triss.
21 and 19.
30 something for Beatrice. That's it for my characters.
Nice. So even still, you guys managed to make it through. Spending another about 14 minutes or less, making it all the way to the docks where that one lady pointed to you guys.
Did we
What
get
you
a
see?
order or something to let these people know that the...
Yes, you do. She did give you a piece of paper to use.
Okay.
And she has her signature on it for you guys. As you head down one of the main roads to it, you get close to the docks, and you can see the road is covered in looks like difficult to breathe flames, and you're able to successfully stay out of sight of the wyverns that are flying around. You're not seeing as many groups walking or running around, but you do see a couple stragglers that managed to get to the airship. You see the floating structure that Ali saw earlier, but now that you're beneath it, you can see it looks like there are glowing blue shapes beneath the structure that gleam brightly. You see, as you get close to the staircase, you see spots of vacancy where airships would be stationed. And you only see the two still that were there earlier. Not more than maybe about 20 minutes ago. You see you're falling behind one group, and you make it up to the top. And you see, as you get to the platform, you head left to a station where people are heading on to the very first boat, or very first airship that you see. They are much bigger as you get close to them. You see, it looks like there is a man in leathers and a coat with a scar on his right eye, which is kept closed. You can see this person is the one ushering people onto the boat or onto the ship. He sees you all get close and says, "Hurry up, get on, we're out of the city." What would you guys like to do?
There's two airships.
Mhm.
Are both of them being loaded with evacuees?
Nope, only one of them. The one closest to you, I should say. There's one right behind it.
Okay, well then we would need to head to the one without evacuees.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one we're at?
Yes. All right. The one that you would need to go to, the one that does not have any, is the next one down.
Okay.
Are all the airships armed with like stuff for combat, or is it just for travel?
Actually,
the
both of
cannons?
these look like they're fit for combat. But it looks like in this situation, it looks like this one right here in front of you is being used for evacuation.
All right.
Especially because of its big size too.
I'll just say official business to this guy and walk on to the next airship.
He says it. That one doesn't have a crew right now.
Well, then get him here
you'd be
quickly,
looking
man.
for me. He says, we'll just pull some from this airship right here. And you can see he calls up to some of his members above. And you can see it looks like about 10 people, not including him, so 11 total.
Get your best, because we're going for the dragon.
He looks a little worried when you say that. It's right away.
When we're on, can I give them like a little pep talk?
Sure, what would you like to say? Or anything in particular, or just a pep talk?
It's gonna be something like along the lines like, if we're fighting this dragon, then it'll be to our last. We're not gonna let the city be destroyed defenseless.
They seem a little inspired.
Can it be like a performance check? I don't know.
Make a persuasion check.
Give him the St. Crispin's Day speech.
18 plus 14. 32. Is that good enough?
Sorry, I did this real quick. But 30. Wait, did you say 32?
Yeah.
They are enthralled by your words from this small person, and the little bit of doubt that they had, they can see it's because of the number of you. They and of course some of you are flying. Some of you, or one of you, has literal wings popping out of your back. They seem at least a little more confident, and they lead you guys to the next ship. When you get on board, you guys are on the front deck. It's pretty large. When we get into combat later, I'll kind of draw it on the side so you guys can see where you guys are. But would all of you guys be on? You guys wouldn't be in lower decks, right? You'd be all on the top.
Oh yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, as many men as possible on the weapons of this ship.
All right, he gets six of the 10, and has them man the cannons down below. He has a couple people preparing sails, and this person right here, the one with the scar on his eye, appears to be the captain. And after barely a couple minutes, you guys begin to rock and then lift up into the air slowly. You can see him turning the steering wheel, and you guys make roughly about like a 90-degree angle to your left, and begin heading over to the castle.
The White Castle?
Mm-hmm. Anything you guys wish to do right now?
Yeah, I'll speak to the captain real quick, and I'll ask him, so do you fear death? Because that's where we're headed on this vessel.
You fear death, Captain Jack.
Are you trying to intimidate him?
No, I'm not. I'm trying to have an honest conversation with him.
From how you're saying it, it sounds like you're trying to intimidate him.
I'm convinced we're all gonna die. I know that.
Are you like part of the battle moment, like just what his kind of mindset is?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I don't know. You went up to him not knowing him and said you prepared to die.
Or not? That's what I'm trying to get out of it.
Isn't that like kind of questions like movies ask? Like, I don't know. I feel like it's something.
He says no, I've been the captain of a warship for quite a while now. I don't know if I'm ready for a dragon, but I'm willing to give it a try.
Well, that's good. Got somebody that isn't afraid. That's what we need.
Anybody else? Any preparation as you guys begin to? It'll take about 5 minutes to get there.
So that mask, like, I could still like see through it if I wanted to fight with it.
If you wanted to fight from the ship?
No, with the mask on. Like
yeah, it doesn't obscure your view.
I've worn mine into battle before.
Have you?
Yep.
Nice.
We mask buddies. I guess the ball just came a little bit late.
Because I bought the really expensive one, so when we were fighting all those orcs, I was wearing it.
I want to use quick recall to swap out scrying for telekinesis.
Okay.
5th level.
Any others?
One question: would blink work on an airship since it's traveling? That's the second spell I took.
You could. Yeah, I mean, you could.
I don't know how risky it'd be, like blinking on a moving object.
I
guess
so it would move on its turn, and you'd move on your turn. But you could technically blink and appear above thin air, or just nothing.
I mean, I'm just assuming it's like relative moment. Like, if you throw something in the car, it's going the same speed, and you can throw it forward.
Yeah.
It's
And I'd have to look at the specifics of the spell, but I don't believe it's too risky in your situation. So
I can move 10 feet, and then like on my next turn.
Yeah, and the speed of the ship is pretty big, so.
Ballora is going to cast Death Ward on Corian.
Nice. Any other she wishes to do, or anything Beatrice would like to do?
Beatrice doesn't really have anything. Yeah, not too much.
I was gonna say mage armor or anything, or.
I already got mage armor up from earlier today.
I kind of want to ask the captain something.
Yeah, go for it.
So, how far do you think we could get close to that dragon?
I plan on veering left when we get there, so our cannons can get a good shot.
It's like a rough estimate of like how.
Depends. I can get close, but the closer we are, more likely we'll be the target.
And freedom of movement.
Nice.
All the buffs.
Just in case I have to jump.
Just in case somebody tries to use
And
power word.
somebody tries to hold person me.
I can counterspell now.
Well, freedom of movement stops you from being able to be paralyzed.
Oh, okay.
What are we going to do with Sylanor? Are we going to try and throw him on the ship or throw him to the ground?
I'm gonna gut him.
Do you think maybe Sylanor was planning to take down the dragon?
Nah.
Yeah, we need to.
I mean, if this is his doing and his intent on setting beholders and God knows what else on the world, I'm sure he doesn't care about a red dragon somewhere. The guy runs away at first sign of trouble anyway.
So I got all of you guys right. You guys are good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Avers can do anything. I'm gonna double check though.
Does Beatrice want to put a beacon of hope?
Last a minute.
Yeah, that's
Herbalore, I mean.
Yeah, that's a
Right
in combat thing.
Is
Alright.
Mage Hand concentration?
No. I mean, I don't know what you're going to do with it, but...
I could probably throw up one more death ward if somebody wanted.
He's going to be getting close.
I would put it on Beatrice, maybe freedom or something, or because Beatrice is she's gonna be going range, but I'm playing she's gonna probably draw some aggro from I'm playing to open with prismatic spray.
Nice.
You're probably going to run away when things turn south, aren't you? You're going to bail off the airship.
No. She's gonna do prismatic spray. I'm planning to have her use chain lightning. So two of those things are not gonna be fun. Hinoke, I don't
But
know.
she'll have
He might go
multiple
after Hinoke.
healers nearby, so...
Well, I don't know who else. What level is freedom of movement?
Level 4. I just cast 2 4th level spells.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody else really should have it right now.
Alright, I'll just keep them for heals or whatnot then.
So how
Well,
far
he was saying for Avarice. If Avarice already used one level 4 spell with Sleet Storm, because he has a chance to recover, right?
I think that's third.
No, Sleet Storm. I think it's the third. Okay, I don't know. I don't know who else would Sylanor might target.
Ice Storm is fourth level.
Does anybody else need to get into melee range? Really?
Do you think she'd recognize Illyria for counterspelling that?
Actually, Airgius might be a good target for freedom of movement because if he starts dropping the counter spells.
Okay. Airgius, you are now immune to paralysis, and I believe a couple others. I can't remember.
Yeah.
All right.
I just like to ask the captain. So how far off the ground are we?
We're approaching right now.
I mean, how far off the ground? Like,
Off the ground. You guys would be roughly 65 feet at the moment. So not too far at the moment, but you are ascending a little bit as you go. So you guys take position. And you begin to head towards the castle a couple minutes away. The battle itself next time, though. I believe it will take way too long for a night.
2 minutes of combat with Corian.